You know who's been having a shit week? Kanye West. Kanye West has literally, from a company perspective, has been getting pumped and dumped, right? And as I was compiling all this stuff, I found an article on Yahoo, actually. So I'll go ahead and bring that to you. We've got a list of all the companies that Kanye's been dropped from. And it starts off with, of course, Adidas. Next, we've got The Gap, Balenciaga, JP Morgan Chase, MRC. I've never even heard of MRC. CAA, Foot Locker, TJ Maxx Home Goods and Marshalls, Christie's, Madame Tussauds, and much more. Apparently, legal representation you got dropped from that too, and some shit called The Real Deal. I've never even fucking heard of The Real Deal, but it seems like Kanye is in this position as to where literally everyone has turned their back on him. But the ultimate question remains, is he right though? Hear me out. I'm not saying what he said was okay, but what I'm saying is, are they like in some regards proving his point? Because to go ahead and drop him from virtually everything when he did not incite any violence, he didn't encourage any hate speech, and frankly, it didn't sound like any hate speech to me from what he was saying. I don't think he needed to be dropped in such a fashion. So now we also have this video from TMZ, which we'll go ahead and throw that up now just for our shits and giggles. And here's the thing. TMZ, I think is ran by, I'm not going to say the name, but I think TMZ is ran by such. Um, so I mean, their opinion is whatever. But here's the video. I haven't had a chance to see it yet, but we'll go ahead and react to it together.
And I want to talk about the Jewish comment. It's actually proving the exact point that I made.
That's Kanye West spouting a classic anti-Semitism deflection that any criticism of their bigotry is proof that their argument is correct. It's a tactic that was employed by Hitler himself, so you could say.
What? What? You know what's annoying? You know what's really annoying? When people take things to the extreme and they try to find parallels between two things that like might have some sort of correlation in regards to maybe like not so much how they feel, but so much so as like a stance on something. And they try to fucking extrapolate that small microcosm of a perspective and blow it up into something as crazy and heinous as an accusation as such. But continuing.
Kanye's kind of doing a remix here.
He's at one of those basketball games, and he comes outside. He holds a news conference, and he says that Jewish people are in control of the media, control of Hollywood. So many actors been bullied behind the scenes. So you even got people like Ari Emanuel ask.
But is he lying though? From what it seems like, not only with just this example of Kanye, but just about, I don't know, almost anyone else who's spoken out against something in Hollywood, you can see how this happened. So is he wrong? I don't know. You tell me in the comments below.
Get people to have do business with you. That's how this town has been running for so long. They'll mute you. They'll try to mute you at all costs. They're afraid of us not being afraid anymore.
Also, not a.
I think he's got some points. I think Kanye has some very valid points. I think in regards to the Jewish community just working together as a whole, that's on point. I wouldn't say that's necessarily hate speech. I would say the ability that Jewish people have to work together and be productive within society is an example of what I think every community should be doing to some degree. And I think ultimately it's on us as the Black community to go ahead and decide, well, what do we want our future to look like? And I think Kanye was trying to go about it, try to say that, but it didn't really come out the way he wanted. And thus he's, basically getting pumped and dumped. So